This does not come with any instructions whatsoever. These parts are all included in the box. Here's the assembled unit. Note that this tightens and loosens how it fits against your body on your shoulder. And the strap attaches to these rings here, and then there's another one on this side here. I am actually fairly large and was able to make the strap fit without much of a problem and had a little bit to spare. So it should fit most people. Putting it on is very easy to do by yourself. Just take it, once you have it adjusted of course. And you're pretty much set to go. Here's a unit as it's meant to be used. This is my Canon HV40, and when you put it on, as you can see, you can use it hands-free if you wish. I find that you actually would want to help stabilize it a little bit with your hand like this if you can, but otherwise you can take your hands down and still move it around and record as you'd like. This larger extension piece here is not actually needed for all cameras. If I was using a larger camera like my GL2, and I'll show you that in a second, I would not use this extension piece. Larger cameras like this Canon GL2 are a little too big to be very comfortable using this with the default configuration. They are usable, as you can see here, and you can still do this, but it's a little bit top heavy and it wobbles a little more than I like, just due to the weight of the camera. There is a way around this, and it goes something like this. What I've done is I've removed the extension piece, and I have a piece of silicone here. You could also just use a regular washer or one of the hose gaskets as well. I like this because it was just convenient to use. So put that on there. This silicone piece is actually needed because the threads of the base unit are just a little bit too long for the GL2 base. I suspect some cameras will be fine, but I did need it for this one. So once that's tightened down good and tight, it lowers the center of gravity, lowers the GL2 somewhat, and it's much better, much more stable. And of course this is perfectly usable like this. Again, I don't really think this unit is meant to be used hands-free all the time, but it is certainly convenient. And then of course you can still stabilize it by putting your hand right there like it's meant to be. It does take the load off of the from having to hold the camera up. It certainly makes you more mobile with it, and it is a very convenient device. So I would rate this 4 out of 5 stars, taking a star away for the complete lack of directions included with it, and some of the plastic pieces that I think probably would be better being metal. So I understand why they did it, of course, to reduce costs, but overall this is actually a very handy device. I would still use a tripod when possible. However, if you're at a sporting event or a wedding or something where that's not practical and you really don't want to hold a camera up for any length of time with your hands, this is a very good solution. It's also fairly inexpensive. So again, 4 out of 5 stars recommended.